If you enjoy my content, smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you. Well, good morning. As you can see, I'm outside somewhere. It's overcast and not very nice, but nevertheless. So before I begin this video, I want to just clear up a few things. If you've noticed, the channel's been renamed to Lee the Geordie. There are two reasons for that. The first is relatability. As you know, I'm a Geordie and my name's Lee. The second reason is that it's far easier for people to find my channel if they request it. As you may or may not know, my employment was terminated on Friday, and while I have no ill will or resentment towards the company, I do believe there has been let's say, a miscarriage of justice, because my boss had it in for me from day one. So she chose to terminate my contract. I think that's wrong, so I've lodged an appeal, so we will see what happens with that. Anyway, so I'm in Wycombe right now, and if you've seen my Low Fell video, I got berated in the comments for saying that Low Fell is the prettiest area in Gateshead. But what I didn't know at the time was that Wycombe was part of Gateshead in terms of the council, because at the time I thought it was part of Newcastle Council, which it wasn't. So what I will say is that Low Fell is one of the nicest areas of Gateshead, including but not limited to Wycombe. So now that's out of the way, we can now enjoy a walkabout in Wycombe. I'm full of cold, but that won't stop me from making videos. You can see there, that's the Bay Horse where I used to work last year. A job I also got fired from, unfortunately. We've got the Wetherspoons over there, Harry Caspers. I'm a big fan of the Wetherspoons chain, I must admit. The prices aren't as affordable these days, but it's always the go-to for a pint and some curry. There's a church just over there. You see it's ringing out. You can hear it's ringing out right now, which is nice. There's the church. Isn't that beautiful? Phone shop right there, bar that's in the corner. Put the Crown over there. shops over there. You've got the pharmacy, little shop. You've got the Herons, Tesco's, charity shop. Got Milligan's, just a bakery. It's very quiet for Monday, I must admit. There's the Gibson Hotel over there. Been there a few times. It's I used to work here many years ago as a canvasser, and I'd often go to these sort of places for lunch or just to drink. And Gibson was one of them. So yeah, Gibson there. We've got the mixture of council houses and also some very nice posh ones up here. There's also a local senior school just further up. My hands are absolutely freezing, but there you go. You can see I'm suffering for years, but it's worth it. There's the one night stag, which I've been there a few times, a few drinks. They also have an egg to sell from the company The Yorker, which is a friend of mine. He makes an absolute fortune on eggs wrapped in meat, breadcrumbs. There's the bridle path over there. Look at that house, isn't that amazing? Huge. Quite a path. The school's over there, I think, or was there. It's been moved down, that's right. It's a new school. Once we get to the bottom here, I think we'll turn back. Yeah, it's just takeaway shops. So we'll cross over and go back. I've been monetised for 3 months now, I think, and to get the ads in to make some money, I'm going to have at least 12 minutes of footage. So, yeah. I hate ads, but you know, it's, you got to make money somehow. I haven't made much, to be honest, lately, but it's going up bit by bit, which helps the channel. It helps me, of course, because I've got bills to pay at the end of the day. So again, my hands are absolutely freezing, but it's worth the pain to bring this video to you on my channel. I must say though, Wycombe is a great night out. I've had a good few nights out in here, in this place. The Bridle Path, Wyre Stag, Bay Horse, Wetherspoons, etc. I might fancy some food at the Wetherspoons. Great bar, Wyre Stag. They have their own breweries, sorry, their own brews. Like a micro brew pub thing, which are the thing now. Down there, of course, is Swalwell. Morning. It's a very terrainy sort of area, so if you're not fit, then it's going to hinder you big time. So there's a little restaurant here. It was called Dino's many years ago. It was like an Italian place, which now is called The Village. Italian. Good food there, good prices. Of course, the internals haven't changed. It's yeah, good food, good prices. Got a Greggs as well. Love Greggs. And Tesco. Any shops, charity shops, you name it, it's here. Herons. Bernardos. Some good stuff in there actually. If you enjoy a good pasty, Milligan's is pretty good. Little fruit and veg shop. Love me veg mine and fruit. Flower shop as well. Just got a meat shop. Look at that. Ooh, lovely. Pharmacy. The old Louse Bank, which is now closed. What a shame. Got the Crown again, which I love. Good drinking. Been there a few times. It's had numerous different names, but it's more or less the same sort of vibe. Got your Barclays Bank, which is closed down. Again, shame. We've got Ollie and Joe's here, which is good food, good prices. Ollie and Joe's. And that's pretty much it. Yum. No favourite of mine. Okay, so we are back in the park, Chase Park. I thought I would come here after my beers on toast, just to have a little wander around and see what's what, and get some good images before I head back home. I mean, it's mostly a kids' park, but there's some nice views like that building over there, which I have no idea what it was. Maybe it was a windmill at some point. But yeah, it's a very relaxing, scenic area of Wickham. It's probably overlooked in the grand scheme of things. You can still hear the church bells ringing, which is very nice. Thankfully the kids are at school, so we no kids in the playground area. I never really film that sort of stuff anyway, because it doesn't look well for the parents, put it that way. You know, privacy and all that, but like I say, I love to film things, love to walk around places, see places and enjoy the views. And Wickham Park, Chase Park is very, very nice. Look at those flowers, wow. And these old stone walls, beautiful. Just makes the place feel more grand and distinguished. I mean, the park's pretty small, but lots of places you can walk. You've got tennis courts up there, they've got football courts, basketball courts. I was here after lockdown, and when I went through with lockdown, people wanted to get out and do things and exercise, and we were all here for it. Wasn't a good time, lockdown, but that was 4 or 5 years ago. It's funny how time moves so quickly. Down there we've got the clinic, which is for residents, the NHS clinic. There's also a little flower bed thing here. We used to grow herbs in there and I would eat them, my friend would just laugh at me for doing that, but they were nice, they were tasty. Yes, Wickham has a lot to offer. Shops, restaurants, pubs, but it's a very small little area with connections to Stanley, Butterfield, Sunnyside and more.